the conclusion of another highly questionable week. What do you like today, Bomani?
Shaq and JaVale McGee having a fight they probably should have in private.
Dale, papi.
Bigger story, the Warriors stomping the Clips or Draymond trying to kick someone in the head?
I'm going to go off the board here in a second, but the Warriors were down 16 last night. They scored 50 points in a second, but the Warriors were down 16 last night. They scored 50 points in the third quarter, 50, and caved in the head of the Clippers again. Here's what Draymond Green did because he can't help himself. He's on the ground here, and that's what he does when in vulnerable positions. At the very least, he didn't catch Blake Griffin between the legs.
You like claustrophobic or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's always this with Draymond Green. But here's what I love. Draymond Green is a great villain. Look what he does to Paul Pierce on the sidelines.
Chasing that farewell tour. They don't allow you like that.
By 17, by 46, is at 144.98. Victory here in Oakland, and by 13 earlier this month for a 46-point Golden State win.
Bomani, look at the score. It was Clippers 1-0.
Pelicans be encouraged by last night's even though they lost by 30.
Okay, I don't know exactly what encourage means in this sentence. This, I guess we're saying that even though the Pelicans lost by 30, hey, DeMarcus Cousins put up 29, 13, and 5. Anthony Davis also put up pretty good scoring numbers. It can make you excited about what those guys could do. They also got outscored by 20 when they had both of those guys out there on the floor. Encourage, not yet, but you saw what you already knew. You got two really good big dudes.
The Rockets are going to do that to people on the days that they're making their shots. The Rockets have been together playing that style, and these two guys haven't been. I don't even feel like this experiment is about this year. If they make the playoffs, it's nice. They've got two really young, really talented pieces to build around. They should be encouraged because of the trade they made, not anything that happened last night.
I think they need the third tall guy in there.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
To really confuse the other
Yes,
team.
Porzingis. But, yeah, extra tall. Yes, three of them.
Porzingis.
5 of them. Why just
That's
3
right.
of them? 5 of them.
That's right.
What are you going to do against 5 of them?
Yeah, what are you going to do? How many rebounds are you going to... Did Patricio Perez go too far in on Tiger Woods?
Patricio, Pat Perez, I believe is his name, although I didn't even know his name before this story came out. And I'll forget his name immediately after we're done talking about this story. But he's a golfer who said on his radio show that if Tiger Woods doesn't do anything at Augusta, he's totally done. If he doesn't play at Augusta, he's totally done. It's too soon to write him off that way, but a lot of people are doing it. I think he could still win tournaments, but he better get healthy in order to do it. This guy isn't expressing an opinion that a lot of other people don't believe.
Look, the whole reason we're doing this is because it's a dude on the tour who's saying this about Tiger Woods, because some of us have been saying this about Tiger Woods for years now. The question really comes down to how long do tour professionals have to be appreciative of Tiger Woods and show some deference to him because he put their kids in large part through private school? The answer, I don't really know, because at this point I can't be mad at anybody who says that Tiger Woods is done.
The answer to his question, though, is Pat Perez or Patricio Perez has to show deference to Tiger Woods for the rest of time.
Hey, Patricio Perez, you better watch out because Tiger is going to come after you with his cane and his walker. You know, he's ready to go.
Really, Poppy? He's going to get you with that walker with the tennis balls at the bottom. He's going to poke you with it, hit you with it on the top.
You might pull your girl, though.
Is Gronk right that Fidel Goodell still can't show his face in Foxborough?
Yeah, Gronk did an interview with Kerry Champion, and he was really Gronky. He likes to do Gronky. I think he almost said something. Anyway.
Foxborough.
Oh, Foxborough, yes.
Yeah,
OX.
Foxborough.
Anyway, Gronk says, yes, Roger Goodell still can't show his face at Foxborough. Says that he's kind of toned down his kicking it at the parades and things like that, except doesn't look like somebody who toned down their kicking it at a parade. That toned down. I mean, he is right about Goodell, though. They're real big on that you got to face me thing. So we can show his face, but he'll do it one time and then never come back.
How uncomfortable do you imagine that would be for Roger Goodell if for some reason he had to go to Foxborough? He would get heckled everywhere. I'm guessing the NFL knows and is having meetings about how do we avoid Roger Goodell ever having to go to Boston for anything, for a conference of some sort, a speaking engagement. I'm guessing that he will avoid this the way that he was avoiding them during the playoffs until he couldn't anymore.
Well, I know someone who is ready to take his place anytime in Foxborough. Ted Wells, right there. He's ready to go.
How would it go if Ted Wells showed up, though? Imagine if they knew what Ted Wells looked like. If they knew what Ted Wells looked like, he couldn't go anywhere near Boston.
I mean, Ted Wells?
$1 million.
Okay.
I go to Foxborough, I go to the game.
You need a report.
I go any place you want me to go.
You guys need a report on why Roger Goodell shouldn't show his face in Foxborough. I could write you 100 pages about that. $1 million.
Is it a good idea for Shaq Kelly to crash the combine?
All right, as a general rule, crashing something related to your first job is probably not the way to go. But Chad Kelly was not invited to the combine, or he was invited, then he was disinvited, and he doesn't feel like he can get an answer. So he and his agents say they may just show up at the combine. Guys, these are not the people that are impressed by this sort of Stars Born sort of thing. What you gonna do? Dress up like the pizza man? They come in there and be like, no, actually, it's Chad Kelly. Measure me. No, don't do this.
This seems like a terrible idea. The reason he hasn't been invited is because there was a bar fight and he allegedly, reportedly threatened to get an AK-47 and spray the place. And the NFL is saying we're not doing any of that, and they're doing background checks on everybody who comes in. So there may be even more to that incident than we even know. Seems like a terrible idea for him to invite yet more investigation of this particular incident. Just see if you get drafted because somebody needs an arm.
There are teams that will talk themselves into drafting you, son, just as long as you don't do anything else stupid.
Right, and showing up there against their will would classify as something else stupid.
Hey, just a reminder, the combine doesn't go well for everybody.
Really highly recruited kid. He's almost 6'6", 310.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what this. Oh, yeah, that's the dude.
Oh, there's the reminder.
Yeah.
That helpful reminder of what happened.
Yeah. Oh, boy, that could have gone way worse than the slide.
You don't know how bad that went. There might be a rug burn situation there.
You're supposed to leave that unsaid. Like, once you say it in words, it goes from funny to gross.
Should Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons trust the 76ers team doctors?
All right, the 76ers announced that Ben Simmons will not play this year because if there's anything the Sixers love, it's draft picks who can't play very much. Speaking of which, Joel Embiid, it seems that he has been told that he will be out for 4 weeks with his knee injury, but the Sixers are telling people it's a day-to-day situation. I don't know if those guys should trust the medical staff, but I think the Sixers should keep in mind it's all fun and games until your star player does not trust your medical staff. Ask Bill Walton about that one, and he seemed to be hurtling toward that kind of situation with the one guy who justifies the last 4 years as shameful loser.
As a general rule, if I were a player who had a lot of value locked up in my body, I wouldn't trust team doctors at all. I would go and get second and third opinions because often the team doctors end up being compromised by a tension and a pressure to get you on the court to help the team. They can often take a short view instead of a long view. So generally speaking, no, I wouldn't trust any of the doctors. I get my own.
Well, Joel Embiid got paid the first 2 years when he didn't play a game, right?
Yeah.
That sounds a pretty good strategy for next year.
I mean, the Sixers are giving money to people who aren't doing anything for them. I think we should all end up outside their office and say, hey, will you pay us for not doing anything for you?
I have a degenerative knee condition. It seems like I'm right in line with your rebuilding plans.
My neck and my foot hurt. Can I have some money?
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Tire shoe. Tire shoe. Oh, yeah, that's what you can't.
Deary tried to tire shoe and gave the ball
I feel like that's what Jameer Nelson should have just done a second ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how you handle that situation.
Wow, you got to be quicker on the draw than that.
Man, that ecosystem is cruel, man. Let a woman tie her shoes.
My Son Stevie Show is brought to you by the All-In Burger from Applebee's. Time to play the game that thinks one of my co-hosts should start eating salad. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we question them.
Throw one in once in a while, would you?
Do you question Ty Lawson's decision?
All right, going to Kings Nuggets. I guess this means that Ty Lawson plays for one of these teams. I'm guessing it's the Kings because he used to play for the Nuggets. The Nuggets wouldn't take him back. All right, here we go.
You're up 15. Why are you doing this? Just letting clock run? Yeah, I guess so. What's wrong with this decision?
Because you want the clock to keep moving because you're up by 15?
Well, but the clock is moving. The clock is moving. It's just the shot clock that's not moving until he touches the ball.
Oh, learn something new every day.
Yeah, like he just did a good job there. Yeah, it's Jameer Nelson's decision-making that I question. Go run after the ball there.
How badly did Jameer Nelson want to lower his shoulder and take that dude out right there? Like, y'all losing by 15, he's out here doing these shenanigans?
Shenanigans. That is what it is.
Nelson, he's my age.
He is kind of. What the hell are the Nuggets doing, by the way? What
going
are they
to the
doing?
playoffs?
Yeah, going to the playoffs with a 35-year-old.
Do you question Ashley Deary's decision?
He put 2 S's on that, or 3 S's, or maybe 4. It's Ashley Deary, and she plays for Northwestern. They're playing against Rutgers women's basketball. What do we got?
It's an area that continues to be the major issue.
It
just can't string together consistent minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's what you can't
Deary
play.
tried to tie her shoe and gave the ball
I feel like that's what Jameer Nelson should have just done a second ago.
And Ashley Deary
Wow.
Yeah, that's how you handle that situation.
Wow, you got to be quicker on the draw than that.
Man, that ecosystem is cruel, man. Let a woman tie her shoes.
Oh, now she coming off.
Oh, and the coach is throwing papers. There's a paper throwing situation. That's going to solve something.
Well, I tell you one thing, they had a hell of a crowd there.
Yeah, you can always
the place
make fun
was
of that.
packed to the brim. Look at that.
Packed to the brim.
I mean, before this season, that could have been the crowd for a basketball game. 20 years ago, a football game.
Do you question if this skier gets credit for his effort?
Okay, we are going to the Nordic Skiing Championships. It's in Finland. But the dude we're looking at, his name is Adrian Solano. He's from Venezuela. Right. He's never trained on snow before, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This
buddy.
is exactly how I would look if
So
I
this
were
is like
doing
the
that.
Jamaican bobsled team sort of thing, where as long as we put in an application, you know.
Yeah, I mean, never trained on snow before. What was he training on, sand?
I don't know, but I imagine he's really cold.
Yeah.
I tell you this, though, I watched the opening ceremonies at the Winter Olympics once. It's a whole lot of people from countries that you wouldn't expect to be in the Winter Olympics, and then you see, shall we say, Winter Olympians who just found a loophole.
Well, Monty, I was told there he goes. I was told that he was training on roller skis. And, well, that's very different, of course. You could, I mean, that is exactly what I would look like. Well, I wouldn't look exactly like that because there would be bulges in a tight outfit that would make me look more roly-poly than that. But that clumsiness is generally what I would do if faced with snow and skiing.
But see, the thing is, this isn't what you would do. The entirety of this is what Stu Gatz would do. Because I imagine now that Stu Gatz is going to try to get some Venezuelan citizenship so he can say he went to a ski championship.
You know, I feel real bad. You know who I feel real bad for? The sponsor. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Helvetia. You know, who the hell is going to buy anything from Helvetia now when you put that guy to compete? You know what I mean?
That's a good point by my father. He's wearing a sponsorship. The sponsor cannot be proud today about what's happening.
Well, our motto is, hey, give us a chance.
Do you question if someone sabotaged this rally?
We are going out to ping pong. Is it Qatar or is it Qatar? Qatar, you could say either one. My father is doing ping pong. He's not helping me at all. Let's see what we have here. Stop pantomiming ping pong.
So do they have like boys and girls clubs in these other countries, or do they just do this on their own? Everybody I know that's real good at ping pong learned at the boys club.
This is 766 shots in a row, all of which, for some reason, we are chronicling for you. Oh, it's slowing it back down.
Oh, wow. What kind of hater does that?
I mean, all they were doing there is waiting for the other one to fall asleep for the night. Just fall asleep and that'll end the rally.
Yeah, somebody toss a ball out here to end the rally.
Well, I have seen a ping pong rally with the worst ending. Look at this now.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. This is one of our favorites right here. Yes. I love this so much. Grandma, you got to say that.
I still can't believe Granny let them put that net on her good table. That must be her daughter's house.
3 broken plates and a broken hip.
Coming up next on my son's TV show.
All I want to know is, forget about who's the fighters. Who's the ref? Like, the stakes are that high. Those dudes want to win that bad. They ain't going to be at Mills Lane. Hey, let's get it on. No, let's not.
Yeah.
Savage, why you trapping so hard? Why this capping so hard? Why you got a 12-car garage? Why you pulling all these rappers' cards?
Cause and I'm hard. I turn it into some hard. I grew up in the streets without no heart. I'm praying to my Glock and my carbon.
Questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that feels like dancing. Oh no.
Tell us what's on television tonight. What am I doing?
Did you just do like a spank?
We'll tell you whether we're intrigued or not.
Saturday on CBS, Duke and Miami.
Oh, Poppy's interested in this one. He loves the U and their Cuban coach. What's his name, Poppy? What's his name?
Pedro Larrañaga.
Pedro.
No,
Jim became Pedro. Whatever. Let's look at this here. They beat Virginia the other day at Virginia. Yeah. Yeah. That looks about how I would have expected that to look. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Hold up, though. Roll back the end of that video because everybody's laughing at the coach. Look at Buddy in the T-shirt over there to the right. He dancing worse than Larrañaga is. He too young. He doesn't have any excuse.
Let's go. That
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
that
You see what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah,
You see my man.
The assistant coach.
No, that ain't no assistant coach, Buddy. Maybe a walk-on, but that ain't no assistant.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, if Coach K tries something like that, he won't be able to walk for about a month. My back, my back, oh, my back.
Coach K's older than that guy. That's a little bit surprising, isn't it? A little bit?
Saturday night on ABC, Bulls and Cavs.
Sure, I'll be interested in this. But, Monty, did you see the other night LeBron chased down Courtney? Yeah, Courtney Lee got chased down. Look at Courtney Lee. That's ill-advised. That part's okay. This part's okay. This part's okay. And then, oof, he thought he was going to dunk it. And I don't know that you could physically possibly cleanly block a ball better than that and just ends up with the ball in his hand. Ouch, Courtney Lee. Bomani, are you intrigued?
And then when you saw LeBron after that, his face looking like that, he got called for an offensive foul right on the other side of the floor. The glory was short-lived.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. You know why? Because I love to see LeBron, crying to the referee so he doesn't get the foul call. You can see him bickering with the referee, and then you got Dwayne Wade on the other side, telling everybody, I'm opting out. In about 2 months, I'm opting out, That's it for me in Chicago, It's going to be a hell of a drama there, And then they're going to embrace the two of them, Would you take me, LeBron? And LeBron said, I don't know if I can say you're too old, you're too old,
I don't think anything he said was wrong.
On Showtime, Prison Fighters, 5 rounds to freedom.
You heard about this?
No, I have not heard about this. Is it good? You're intrigued? Let's see.
Noi Khao Pong is among 4,000 inmates at Cow Prick Prison.
ตีตายก็มีครับมีกันคือเราต้องอยู่ให้เป็นครับ
But 5 years into his sentence, Noi has a chance these other men do not. A new program called Prison Fight. Wins translated to a royal pardon.
ถ้าพวกกลับมาปุ๊บจริงๆผมจะร้องไห้เลยล่ะครับ
ก็ถูกแทงทะลุไปถึงหัวสมองได้รับข้อยกเว้นที่เหนือกฎหมายนั้นไม่ใช่
Can violent men redeem themselves through violent acts?
ถ้าไม่มีความหวังอยู่ไม่ได้
Are you kidding me? We allow that? That's going to happen? That's something that's going to happen? That's terrible. I mean, and kind of great. Bomani, are you intrigued?
All I want to know is, forget about who's the fighters. Who's the ref? Like, the stakes are that high. Those dudes want to win that bad. They ain't going to be at Mills Lane. Hey, let's get it on. No, let's not.
Yeah, Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, I'm telling you something. If I were in that prison, I'll never become a fighter. Are you kidding me? I'll stay there forever, know? Okay. I'll stay in my cell there. I won't even go out of my cell, I'm telling you, with those type of guys there, there's no use in going to any place. Just stay in your cell, Are you kidding me?
Yeah, one thing about jail, you ain't going to be doing a whole lot of telling people what you about to do.
Yeah.
That's not really how it works.
Let's state it for the record. The Levitards would be terrible in prison. Terrible.
Me too, big chickens.
Yeah. Big chickens is what he said. That sounded like something else.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you el lunes.
I can tell you a fight I could win in prison. A tickle fight.
Really? I mean, that wouldn't go well in prison. How would that go over in prison if he was the tickler? I mean, what kind of idea is this?
But why'd you stop on yourself?